Hey, welcome back to Difficult Terrain Podcast. Hope I didn't blow your ears out there.
A little bit.
It looks all red on my recording.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good.
Glad to have you guys. Thank you for coming back yet again. I can't believe you guys still come and play this game every week with me.
Yeah.
Well, you make it so easy. I get to play Klaus. That's really like my only prerequisite.
They're lucky they did. I was about to energy bomb them into a new character.
Well, Klaus was smart enough to get out of the room.
Oh yeah, you were powering up. It was going down.
Yeah. Gordy was about to die. Gordy Enzo.
Yeah, but he made it. You guys wrapped it up pretty easily last week, actually. You cleaned that place out, the Tree Stump Library. And that's as much of a recap as I have, actually. I think it was more fun to play than it was to recap.
Yeah. I mean, there was
it was
interesting in that recap at all.
Well, as the saying goes, there's a million ways to skin a cat, which means catfish, not mutilating a feline. So.
Oh yeah, does it?
That's it.
Does it really?
Oh
Yeah, skin a fish. Yeah.
Or is that what you tell your kids?
No, I mean, drop it in the show notes.
Okay. I was thinking today, so I got one of those Roborocks, you know, like iRobot, the vacuum auto sweepers. I got a Roborock, one of the newer ones, and it vacuums and mops at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
It's insane. It's really great, actually, and it mops better than like I mop. Well, I'm terrible at mopping, but it is great, and it gets things clean, and I'm very happy with it. But I was thinking about iRobot. Have you all seen iRobot?
Great movie.
Will Smith?
Fantastic.
I've not seen it. I read it a long time ago.
Oh, I didn't even know it was a book. Well, there
You
go.
didn't know Asimov wrote it?
I did not know. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't know anyone wrote it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll stop.
I don't think you guys can be friends anymore.
No, we can still be friends.
Dance
I just,
podcast.
I mean, Dolph has already kind of brought up the fact that, like, you know, he's not a big fan of like actually reading books. He likes to listen to them, like ADHD and everything like that. That can be a problem when it comes to like being able to sit down and just read for long periods of time.
Which is why I need someone to clean my floors.
Exactly.
So, but what I was thinking about because of that is that these in iRobot, basically robots become humanoid. They're like humanoid robots. They come and clean your house and cook for you and all that stuff. Would you guys feel safe letting a robot come in and be your housemaid? That's my question for you this week.
I feel like I would not be an early adopter of this technology, but it would be something that I certainly use, a year or two when it becomes so widely adopted.
That sounds familiar.
I mean, you don't buy tech first gen. You let it play out a little bit.
What if you got it for free and you were like a blogger and you had to blog about it or give a review?
Then you're a guinea pig that will end up being a casualty of of the machine takeover.
So let me guess, an
apocalypse.
iRobot, the robots take over? Is that I can't remember.
And then Will Smith power slaps them, and then they all
Yeah,
stop and
I'll be
pause.
Will Smith,
Oh yeah.
I hate cooking so much, so this would be
Wait.
worth...
Maid
The risk.
or servant?
What do you mean?
What?
Well, I mean, like, are they cleaning or are they like doing everything for you?
Oh, everything.
Oh man, no, I'd prefer to cook myself.
I
But
don't even want to wipe anymore. You know what I'm saying?
You don't
Maybe we
want to.
could share one, Josh. Like you can
Okay.
cook for me and do everything else for you.
Okay, all right. I don't. We'll talk about that.
The logistics might not work out too well.
It just
Uh,
runs
think-
the
I
rest
think-
of the day back between your places.
I think about this a lot too, because if Apple is ever hurting for revenue, I think that they could easily blackmail the majority of its users with just recording all the horrible things that we say to Siri when it's not working properly.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd pay $2.99 for that to never see the light of day.
oh, and now it's recorded. And now they know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if the robot would dust, that's the only thing I really hate doing. I live in a basement, and no matter how often I dust, it just accumulates every other day. If I dusted it, still wouldn't be enough. So if that were an option, sure, I'll pay for that.
I'm with you there, especially floorboards are the worst.
That's true. They are awful.
But dusting in DC is, I think it might be DC. It's so much gunk in the air. Maybe it's everywhere. I don't know. But I feel like I've dust here more than I ever have.
Yeah, this
actually,
year I feel
same.
like it's been really bad. It's just been so polleny and I don't know, dusty.
Tough days.
Just aware
Tough
of it.
days.
Maybe
Exciting
it's my house.
content too.
Let's talk about dusting some more.
Yeah.
Another note for the show notes. The reason why it's been so polleny is because of poor urban planning. A lot of people got really fed up with constantly stepping on fruits that were being, disseminated by female trees. So a lot of urban planners just constantly kind of lined their city streets with male trees that were shooting out the pollen, aka the semen of the plant world.
I've heard that too. I just didn't read the whole article to fact check it or confirm. So.
You got what you
assuming
needed.
we definitely did then.
You got PolitiFact right here. So
So it's just like a sausage party. Is basically the issue.
yeah, they're all the pollen trying to get everywhere. They are
I-
little
Hide your
Johnny,
kids.
little Johnny,
Your wife.
Skeets Skeeting everywhere.
I probably shouldn't have said, "Oh God."
Yeah.
Go for the wife part.
This one gets the NF work tag for Apple.
Oh no.
good thing Gordy's not here yet.
Yeah.
He is a male plant.
He is a male plant. At the end of last episode, in fact, we planted a note right under your door. And a note from Aunt Ella. And you looked down at it. You saw it had a seal. You know who this is. What do? Do you open it up, I guess?
I haven't seen that.
Or do
name.
you throw it on the chair and leave?
Spam.
I haven't seen that name in so long. Otua, nervously kind of thumbs through maybe there's a seal on it and cracks it open and starts just kind of reading just very intently.
So, yeah, you know that nice wax crack seal when you open an envelope? I have no idea, but I imagine it's satisfying. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had them for so long.
Yeah, true.
Well, that opens up, and you pull that note out, and it is a handwritten note. It reads as follows. It says, "My dear Ollie, it's been a few short weeks, but I miss you dearly. If I knew I would miss you so much, I would surely have never let you go, my dear. Well, your father has been quite busy with the business, and your mother is, well, she's your mother. She can never let a thing lie. Your education has left a definite hole in the home, but I, for one, believe it was the right decision. I walked by your dulled sword the other night, and thought, I must see how you're doing down at the Magambia. I've decided to hire an escort and come down and visit. I will see you before you know your best loved auntie, Ellie Prokofiev." And that's what it reads.
Wow, I thought that I would be rid of her. From the
Inner
move.
monologue, or is that said out loud?
Siri's not listening, so it's okay.
Yeah, he's yeah. No, so Otua just starts nervously pacing in his room and kind of shaking his head. For our readers and listeners that maybe haven't digested the first episode, or it's been such a long time, Otua comes from a very prominent family in Astampar, which is a city in Thuvia. They're involved in the sun elixir trade, and he's a little bitter at his father because his father is influential in the procurement and processing of this highly coveted elixir that kind of extends life and restores any ailments that you're kind of facing against. And he had a sister that sadly passed away, and he thought his father had the opportunity to save her by stealing a vial or two, and he just didn't think it was possible or prudent to put the entire family in jeopardy. Otua saw differently, so he kind of stormed off. This aunt is wed into the family, married his father, who's very bitter at Marland, married his brother. He's a stain on the family for a different reason. Otua is more of like a layabout, kind of a younger son that doesn't really have a clear shot in the pecking order of the family. But there's some things to unpack about why Ellie is not the most favorite member of the clan.
Interesting. And she's
You're gonna write like a special source book that people on Patreon will be able to purchase about this family, this clan, right? Patreon.
The $100 Patreon level.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you pace back and forth. You're thinking about this. What do you do? Go on with your day, or
I kind of want to be like coy about it. I want to go out into like the center hallway of our dorm and kind of like brood and kind of like wait for everyone to kind of ask me kind of what's going on.
Yep. So you open your door,
Sounds right.
and there is a woman standing there facing the opposite direction. And she's looking around, she's trying to see the doors, it looks like. And she flips around, and it's Aunt Ellie.
Oh my goodness, already? What a fast caravan.
That's right. It's an O2 episode. She says, "Oh, Ollie. Oh, it's so good to see you.
I don't go by that around here. It's Otua.
Oh, you'll always be Ollie to me. Oh, let me see your room." And she kind of pushes past you to see your room. "Oh, you are such a mess. You've got to clean this up. This is ridiculous. Oh man, I cannot believe I've never been to Nantambu or proper inside the dorms. This is really interesting. It's lovely."
I've enjoyed my time here very, very well so far. He kind of says with a little bit of like snarky bite to it, kind of implying about how ticked off he was about how he left the compound back home. How's Marland?
Marland is Marland. But I am down here for you, and we have a day ahead of us. I'm so excited. But before we go, do you remember the wart on my back? I have a favor for you. Remember when you were a kid? And she pulls out some tweezers. And she's like, "Could you just pull a few of the hairs? I can't quite reach it, and the older I get, the worse it is." And she pulls it down back, and she gives you tweezers and sits on like a poof.
I changed my answer. I'll sign up for the iRobot Roomba. Dude, ooh.
Anything to not pluck those hairs.
But Otua being, more about outward appearances than anything else, I think is very embarrassed by his aunt. So I think he kind of like, all right, get in here and kind of like, let's get it done fast so I don't have to have everyone else kind of stumble on and kind of see this happening. So he relinquishes and gives in.
So starts plucking the hairs as you did as a child. You've always done this for her. It's kind of her way. And as she's doing it, she pulls the cup of water that is empty off your side of your bed, and she opens her purse of holding, and she pulls out
Purse of holding.
They're rich, and purse of holding. She pulls out a solution. She pours it in your glass, and then she takes her teeth out and she puts it in there and stirs it around. "Oh, it's been so good. I miss you so much." And she's cleaned her teeth. Says, and you pluck a few more out. She puts her teeth back in. She says, "Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's have adventures."
How long are you in town for, Ellie? What brings you to the Magambia?
To see you, of course. Did you not get my letter?
I did just now, but
Just now? Oh, it must have been slow in the mail.
you sure you didn't just arrive by caravan and then leave the letter at my door 10 minutes ago?
Of course.
You do have a history of kind of, listen, you're part of our family, but sometimes you overstay your welcome, if you know what I mean.
Oh, well, I would never do such a thing. I'm here for one day. I just want to come down and see you.
That's what you say after Uncle passed, and then fast forward, it's 18 years of you living in our guest house. And I loved our special relationship, but listen, like I'm all about just coasting and mooching and enjoying life, but sometimes we need to keep up certain appearances now that it's our time to shine. So
Completely agreed, and we're going to go shine today.
Didn't hear you at all.
Let's go.
Didn't hear a damn word.
and then
And she starts walking out. So, "Are you coming? Let's go."
Otua kind of like
I have
looks around
just the
nervously and
place.
makes sure that no one else from his kind of his clique and party are seeing this all, and he's like, okay, let's get this over with.
All right. Archer's in the hallway, but he's more avoiding her than anything. All right, so she takes you out on the town and gets you some breakfast at a spot she used to bring you down here to. And she has brought you to Nantampu before. And then she stops by a little shop that you remember, and there's a sign above it in cursive. It says Thomas's Tops. And she says, "Oh, do you remember this, Ollie?" She says, "This is fantastic, and it's still here. I can't believe it. We haven't been here in, it must be 13 years. You guys walk in, and there's a guy with a big, like, red and white striped shirt, like a barber pole, and he has a little hat on top.
Waldo.
And basically a Waldo of sorts, except
thicker Waldo.
Thicker Waldo.
What's your character?
Waldo.
He's like, hello, welcome to Thomas's Tops. And the place is empty, except for you guys. I don't know how popular it is, but he is still there. And she's like, "Oh, remember these tops?" And she goes and grabs one. There's tops. Okay, it looks like one of those guys that kind of like collects buttons, or it's just a collector. There's all kinds of tops everywhere. She pulls one from the Forever Tops case. "Oh, I got you a blue one like this. This one's red." And she spins it, and it just keeps spinning. It's a forever spinning top. And so you remember that? Where is it? I haven't seen it in ages.
That is one thing that I have kept from our times together. I know we've had a a tumultuous kind of back and forth, but I do always cherish how you looked out for me, especially when no one else in my family seemed like they would.
Wow, it is tough. We are both the rejects of the family in some ways, you know.
I'm not the reject. I'm cool.
I'm cool too.
That's why I came over here, to make the name for myself as the cool Marla.
Oh, cool. Well, it's a good thing we're together then. Next, you know what I was thinking of? Do you remember Cornell's Croquet? It's that little shop. It sold all gummies, different types of toads. And you get a little pack of those, and we'd bring you to that little hill near the edge of town, and you would run up and down and up and down and up and down all day. Let's go there. So she starts walking, and you guys head over there, and it.
Oh, can I purchase the red top from the store?
Absolutely, yeah. It's like 2 silver.
Perfect.
As he doesn't mark anything.
Waldo says thank you.
Yes, he doesn't mark 2 silver off his character sheet.
Flavor silver. So you guys go across town and take the corner where Cornell's Croquet is.
You're saying
and
cocaine?
Croque. It's all frog gummies.
Extracted from
sugar cane?
People licking frogs and toads to.
So it's a drug that's derived from
frog pus venom.
Toad excretion.
Yes.
That's the word.
Yeah, as a kid, you didn't know, but now that you're grown up, you feel like that it's not sugar is not the magic ingredient here. It is something they must have pulled from a frog.
I feel like my aunt shouldn't have been letting an 8-year-old do this.
Probably. And it might be why you ran up and down the hill all day. So you head over there, and the shop is closed. It is gone. You can kind of see where they pulled the letters off the sign. It looks like it's been abandoned for some. She said, "Oh no, I can't believe they went out of business. I wonder why." That's really unfortunate.
Many health code violations.
So unfortunately, there's nothing there. You guys spend a little bit more of the day together, and she takes you. She's like, "Oh, you know what? Let's wrap the day up. Let's go to Tony's Cafe. You know, that's the place where they still give you natural forks." You guys go to Tony's. Yeah, it's kind of old. It's like a cafe, a classic cafe that you would think of in our world. You know, everything's super non-magical. They make everything on a grill. It's old school. It's old school for Nantambu, I guess. More like the country. And it's delicious. Wonderful. Good food. Good times. You guys talk some more and enjoy the evening. And towards the end, she starts bringing up, "You know, there's something I want to talk to you about. Ollie?"
Tua just turns around, making sure that no one's in there. So, never mind. What is it?
I know we always have a grand time together, and we have a lot of history. But your mother is not too happy with me in the guest house, and she wants me to leave. I think she's serious this time.
I mean, listen, that's my mother. I know you guys haven't seen eye to eye for a long period of time, but I mean, I butt heads with my father, so I'm always gonna be a little mommy's boy because she's looked out for me. So I think that she just needs some time to blow off some steam. I mean, we do have plenty of space. Certainly, I know, no one expected the tragedy to besmirch kind of your branch of the family here, and for you to be with us for so long. But it takes a while to get back on your feet. So I understand.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm not saying they owe me, but it was his brother that ruined the fortune and gambled it away. Really. I mean, I know you were just a kid, but it's with no money. There's really nowhere to go. But I think she's going to finally kick me out. She's very serious this time. And so, as part of the reason I came down here, honestly, Ollie, is I was wondering, your grandfather's ring that you have. I know with you making your own name, that perhaps it's not important to you, but for me, it would allow me to buy a nice little home and live out my life in peace. I was wondering if there's a way that you could give that to me so I could move out and live my life.
I mean, that's been passed down for generations. Surely we can make enough money. Since the mishap on the blinded Charis, we haven't had the ability to kind of produce the elixir on our side, but it does cycle through each town, and it comes back to us every 5 years. So we'll have the ability to be on center stage very soon too for this. So it's not like big things aren't coming. So I don't think we need to do anything rash and start selling really valuable, potentially magical jewelry.
Ollie, I don't know. She's going to kick me out. I know it. She's told me. She's given me a date. I don't think I'll be here any longer, and I'm going to be on the streets.
I mean, look at where we are. It can't be that costly to find a spot in town here and hang out for a little bit if you need to.
I'm eating in a non-magical cafe.
We still have standards to keep. Well, how about this? I know I know our favorite croquet shop is no longer there, but I did link up with a dear friend on campus named Ignacy. He might not have the ability to get something exactly like that, but we can kind of go on some vision quests.
What would that look like if we tell everyone our business? I don't want to look poor. We want to keep it in the family.
We'll just kind of take a minute to simmer down. We don't have to. We can kind of lock ourselves. I think there's plenty of quiet gardens we can kind of go into and talk a little bit further.
You're right. You know what? I could just stay with you until we figure things out. I think that's a grand idea.
I mean, not on campus. Certainly, there are rules. I mean, what I was implying is that there's plenty of taverns and plenty of houses and structures that surely
anywhere but here.
I think there's an old dormitory turned into a library that we can set up this place.
I actually have a good friend that you're certainly good with kids. I have a good friend that I met in town here that could use help with a night nurse.
With a night nurse? Do I look like a servant to you?
Well, you can style it as being more of a wise godmother almost, not like the help, more.
I was born a Pracosia. I'm not a nanny.
Well, I think we're in a very precocious situation here then.
Okay, I'll just shack up with you tonight. It'll be fine. I don't think I can go back. Is the problem here? And no big deal. And plus, it'd be really nice to have someone to help me with my wart hair from time to time. And I'm sure you need the company. You clearly do not have a lady in your life. You need a feminine touch in your room.
I guess Otua says yes, but then when we go out to the front of the dorm tomorrow, he's really insistent on going on an extravagant quest with to accomplish whatever the teacher wants
Literally
to do.
anything.
All right, excellent. So you agree to take her in at least for the evening, and then I guess you'll figure it out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Remember, there were giant wasps that could have killed us.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I have an abandoned tree for it.
That's
Smells like some burnt fish, but
And there's a strange humming. Interesting enough. The aunt has come in. I wasn't sure what you would do. I like the result. Oh, same day, our buddy Hybrim comes up to Klaus.
Oh,
Klaus, hello.
well, hello.
It's good to see you, Klaus. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Yes, I know you are. I can tell. By the look in your smoky eyes. Look, I built this thing. Let me show you. You want to see?
Oh, yeah. Please.
Excellent. Come back. And he brings you to the back of the Spire dorms.
Mhm.
And there is it's like a folded up wood and cloth thing. And he unfolds it, and it's clearly like a compact hang glider.
Oh, that's cool.
Is cool, right? Yes.
This is very cool.
Agreed. You're going to love this. But right now, I need to get height.
Okay.
And I need help with that. You know the soaring spires out front, right? Have you done those yet?
Don't believe so.
So, and I'll remind you. So the area right around the giant spires. Let me bring you to the dorm. These up here,
Yeah.
they look pointy. They're actually flat on top, but there's like anti-gravity around them, so you can actually jump and land on top of them.
Oh, that's sweet.
Whoa. Why haven't we
And
done
he's
that?
like,
I don't know, but that's something we should have done.
Yeah.
yes. And I assume that you probably did at some point.
Yeah,
I
of
mean, you've been
course.
here for a while. You've seen people doing it.
It would have been something
he's just-
on our list of like, while drunk. Yeah, this will be fun, guys. Or sorry,
So
this
here's
will be
what I
fun,
need.
guys.
I am going to arm myself with this hang glider. I need you to jump on top of the spire, and then I will jump, and then you'll boost me up maybe another 60 feet or so on top of that. And that way I can get an insane about 100 feet from the ground and then really get a glide. I'm hoping to go all the way off campus.
So just to be clear, you will jump, I will jump. So you want a double jump out of this.
So you'll jump up and stand on top of the spire.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll jump and you will boost me for higher up.
Okay, so we are.
So I gotta hit my athletics check. And you gotta hit your athletics check.
This will be fun. I am very excited. I think athletics is not my strongest suit, but that's fine. He'll find that out. Oh no, that's acrobatics. No, athletics is good. Yeah, this is going to be great. I'm very excited to see this experiment. You will go very far outside of campus. Yes, I will assist you in this.
That's what I'm talking about. That's gonna be good.
I agree.
All right, so he grabs his hang glider and he says, okay, you go first. You jump up, balance, and get ready to boost me up when I get up there. Super boost, we're gonna call it.
Ooh, super boost double jump.
Super boost double jump. Yes, that's our thing.
Will be our version
right.
of this fastball special.
Right.
I kind of love how
I think
Klaus always wants to do a motive check, but then this one guy just wants to kind of like double jump eat off campus, and then he's like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
This is just fun. This is just antics, shenanigans.
All right, so you jump up on the spire, and jumping up there, not a problem. Landing and balancing, DC 15 check.
DC 15 acrobatics for balance?
Acrobatics. Yeah, acrobatics.
Sweet. All right. Got a +8 on this guy. Of course. It's like rolling the 3 nat 20s like 2 sessions ago has basically screwed all of my rolls from then on. That was a natty 5. So 13 on a 15.
13, okay. You balance, you fall off.
Yes.
You don't hurt yourself on these beams because anti-gravity spell.
Yeah.
So you land lightly on the ground on your back. And he's like, ha! He's like, let's try this again. But you better boost me right because I don't want to fall with this thing on my back.
Oh.
And he grabs your arm and pulls you up. And
Well,
he says,
thank you for
try it
helping me.
again.
Yeah, let's do this again. I feel good about this time.
Good. Less German this time.
Oh, well. Oh, yes. I'll try.
More American.
American. All right, let's get this done. Okay, the American way is 3 natty. So 11?
11. You jump right over it and land on the other side.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe you aren't the right.
Well,
Where is?
I'm very excited to help you, but
Lauren.
it seems maybe you got me while I was not, maybe a little discombobulated. I can try one more time, maybe?
Sure. Let's try one more time. Otherwise, I couldn't find Corsican earlier, but I will go find him.
Corsican, if you can't find me, definitely find Corsican.
I just didn't think he could balance very well. He's kind of big.
So, Klaus jumps up and with a natty 14, we'll go ahead and 23, not a crit success, but
Almost a crit.
Land.
He's like, you solid? You solid up there?
Oh, very solid up here.
All right. He puts this thing on his back, puts it on his arms, and he hops up. And it's going to be another DC 15, but athletics check.
So athletics is a 6 bonus, so I need a 9 or higher. And I forget, did we decide I need to declare hero points beforehand?
No, you can use your hero point if you want.
All right, so I'm going to roll and then we'll see. All right, that's an NA 16, so we're good. So 22.
Okay. 22. He plants his foot in your hand, and you push him up, and he just keeps soaring. Wow! He's 100 feet in the air. That's like 10 stories, and then he glides off as far as you can see. You lose sight of him. He kind of turns into a little dot. Goes behind some trees.
Klaus excitedly will jump up and be like, super boost, double jump, and then probably potentially just fall off and like, oh, anti-magic, thank you. Or anti-craft.
Natural 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Nice job. For what is your name, Eric?
My name is Eric.
So,
Zoe.
Zoe.
Zozo.
Cheshire comes to you and he's like, hey, Zoe. Oh, you're the good one, aren't you? Well, you know what? Oh, where's Corsican?
I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, but I'm sure Corsican's around somewhere if you need his help. But, I can help. I can do things sometimes. What do you need help with?
Well, I probably need both of you. I need someone kind of sneaky.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't really do that too well. But I can try. What are you looking for?
Yeah. Let's get Corsican.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Fine. All right. Let's go find him.
But you can help and you can have some. I'll tell you along the way.
Okay.
So you guys meet up with Corsican. Corsican, how are you doing? Yes, my drinking buddy.
Waking up from a nap.
Excellent. Tank top on. He's like, yeah, listen, I have a new brew, guys. I have a new brew. I'm not sure it's ever been done before, but I read about it. It's in an ancient book. These monks used to make this brew, and I feel like we've got to try this thing out. But it's going to take some rare and magical crickets. But here's the kicker. I know where you can find some. In Kharid's office.
Is this wise?
So I just... Oh, I forgot about this. See, this is why I didn't want to bring him. But I just need you guys to sneak in or, impersonate yourselves to walk into somebody else, and open the latch, take a couple crickets. They multiply all the time. And but Kharid won't let me have any because they're magical and they can, if they get on campus, it's a problem. So don't get any on campus. But if you guys can go in there and get some crickets for me, I'm going to make you guys the best brew ever.
Little cat, have you tested this brew before? You know the power.
No, I don't have any crickets. No.
So you are using
And,
my friends here as test subjects.
Oh well, I'm going to try it with them.
Little ones, I do not advise this, but
Well, you can stay back. It's okay.
I will go where they.
I don't think you're very sneaky though. Everybody kind of knows who you are.
Yes.
Then people don't know who I am. Excuse me.
I mean,
Have I not yet made a name for myself?
no, you guys are the best. That's why I'm asking you.
So this is not an official class school duty. This is a little side hustle.
It's an official amazing brew that you guys need to get in on.
And why are you unable to pop on in yourself? Just out of curiosity, have you tried it? And
It's not my thing. I have tried. I went in and asked legitimately. And she has thousands of these crickets. What are 2 or 3 going to be missing?
Yeah.
let me maybe take a side huddle with my comrades over here. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Coruscant,
I'll be on the puff.
I think we should do this. I think it'll be fun. I mean, I've been looking for something to do. Why not? You know, we could go.
Are you tired taking care of your child? Like, where's all this energy coming from?
Yeah. I mean, you know, trying to branch out, do new things.
Oh, I am conflicted between trying to right my path and, you know, being a team player.
Wait, right?
So,
Right. Have you done something like this before?
No one's past is spotless.
I've never really snuck around like this. Kind of excited. This kind of
Oh,
I want to
you're
try
excited.
it out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Try
well,
something
you
a
know
little
what?
dangerous. You know.
Why don't you go ahead and I'll just kind of hang back and
But
cheer you on.
I mean, I could use some help. I could use your expertise.
Fine.
Otua pops out of his dorm room too, because you know the walls aren't super thick, and he kind of swiftly
Ollie, where are you going?
swiftly closes the door behind him and kind of looks around and said, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
What's in there? You got someone in there?
No, you know it's
Who's Ollie?
Yeah, who's Ollie?
it was a wild night, man. But we'll
You got a
get
girl
into
in there?
we don't. You guys, I heard we're drinking. I heard we're drinking something that was ancient and foretold to potentially just be awesome and give us powers, or just give us a good time. And I'm down for either. So
Or
let's
kill
go.
you once you drink it.
I mean, could we roll a perception on?
Yeah. If you want to roll a perception for sense motive, I assume.
All good?
I believe I crit failed that maybe.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have probably rolled it for you, but that's fine. Yeah, you don't know.
Can I do a back behind the scenes perception roll?
Yep, absolutely. You feel like he's straight up with you. Cheshire is too lazy to make up lies, you think.
But he doesn't know if this is like what the outcome is if we're gonna drink it. There's nothing in the scroll or book he found that talked about how awesome
Well,
this
I'll
was.
say you haven't asked him, so
We should probably get Ignacy to take a look at the recipe here. Isn't he our resident expert on potions and whatnot?
Substances.
There we go.
Like,
Yeah.
so
as you guys are
Go get
discussing
Ignacy.
that, I imagine the doors to the dorm. You guys are meeting in the main hallway. The doors will open. Klaus comes in and is like, "Well, that was so wild. Gosh, I hope he's okay. Oh, my friends, how are you doing?
Cheshire's like, guys, we can't let everybody know about this. What are you guys doing over here?
What? Oh, there's something secret? I love secrets.
Come on, Chai. He's one of us. We've been through thick and thin for a lot of things already here on campus. You could trust Klaus.
Thank you, Otua.
All right, well, we can't bring a whole army. You guys are getting caught. So
We gotta
just
bring
need
a boat, though, at least, right?
Oh,
Definitely bring
Bare minimum.
Gnarly's fantastic, by the way. So, but I think you head in there and you just do it at your own. Who's good at sneaking? Maybe someone good at sneaking.
But I was pretty good at sneaking.
I don't know. It sounds like you have some expertise in this area.
Come on, Zoe.
Oh.
I believe in you.
I mean,
What does that
I can try.
special cane do again?
Oh, it
Like extra sneaky skills.
no, it helps me talk to animals. But
Oh, we can get an animal to do it instead. We could just get them to come out. We can convince them we have a feast of like snacks, and they're like, "Hey, want a party?" And they'll come out.
I think you're making fun of me, and I'm not really appreciating it.
I'm No, I apologize. I'm not. I'm just trying to think outside of the box.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. You know what? I'll just go and try on my own. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, no, I won't let you go in on your own. I'll go with you. I was just thought it'd be cool to use our cool new toys.
I love this discourse from Corsican right now. I'm getting major vibes of like animated friend of the protagonist in like a Disney movie.
Okay. So I'm a sidekick. Is that what you're telling me?
We're all sidekicks.
The one
Okay.
that all the 7-year-olds demand they get the action figure for.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but Zoe, if you need backup, we are all here for you. You just go do what you need to do, and we will be right there next to you. Or maybe I don't know the distancing of this activity. Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. I'm just here to help.
Yeah.
If you need it.
Why don't you guys like kind of keep a lookout and maybe try to distract someone from coming in while I go in and try to sneak in? Maybe I can do that.
Def.
Klaus will lean into both Atua and Corsican. What are we doing?
We're
Oh, bug hunting.
bug hunting with the purpose of having some fun on the backside of it, making a little brew.
Oh, is this a formula? Maybe let me seize this formula. Can I roll a crafting check on it?
You could roll
Or can you roll it for me?
Arcana, nature, occultism, or religion.
Can you roll me a secret arcana check with a +6?
I can do that. Now, you know very little about the ingredients or what's going on, so there is a negative to the...
Even though I have a
to
+6
DC.
in crafting as well?
Yep, there's no crafting check for it, sadly.
Oh, weird.
And you really don't know. It's a
Well,
natural
this is
four.
going to be fun. I have no idea what's going on. Throws a recipe behind. He didn't need that.
Can't be that
Fair
hard.
enough.
Water, hops, barley, yeast.
It's all skin and shell to me. America. So, guys, what do you want to do?
We're going
Listen.
in.
Are you going? I don't know. I need some crickets. There's some other people I get to do this. And they're not-
What are you
Aziz?
drinking? Did you just finish that?
Oh, jeez.
crush it.
No, he just did a switch on us. That was the empty one. He's just pretending.
Gotta get it in before they wake up. Anyway. I was gonna make a wet hop joke with caterpillars, but I guess that's, whatever.
You can come on.
Oh no,
Guys, what do you
It's
want to do?
cool.
Here?
I'll sneak in and y'all just kind of look out. And Gordy, you obviously got my back. So, yeah, I'll do it. I'll sneak in.
So you head over to her office there, and one of the oldest offices on campus. And you head in, and yeah, there's definitely people walking up and down the hall, and you're going to kind of get your way in. You get to her office. It is locked,
Okay.
so you'll need to find a way in. Well, I mean, your options are endless. So this is a adventure path, whatever you want to do.
So he does actually have some thieves' tools and some skill in thievery. So he can try to unlock it if he gets some amount of time without being observed.
And the rest of you are doing lookouts and diversions.
Lookouts and diversions.
Okay.
My +8 in diplomacy is pretty confident that I can, distract somebody long enough.
Cool. Go ahead and roll your lock-picking check.
All right.
Thievery check.
While that's going on,
Oof.
Tua, I heard you brought a lady into last night. Tell me more about this. I didn't know anything about that.
No, not at all.
No?
That was just gnarly. Gnarly when he ma's. He's a goat. he ma's a little bit, and it can sound a little feminine.
Okay, all right. I get it.
Zoe got a 12 on his lockpicking check.
So, no movement on the lock, and someone comes and talks to, tries to walk past you, Corsican. What do you do?
Are they walking past me in the direction of where the lock is? Oh, I'd be.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll just fake another stomach ache or something. Do I know this person? I don't know this person.
No, it looks like maybe an assistant to a teacher. She kind of has that. Doesn't look like a student. There's no beads. She doesn't have any beads. So you, roll a deception check.
Okay. Which one is that? Is it its own?
Yeah. It's deception.
Is its
I got a
own,
nat
yeah.
one, so
Oof.
Oh,
You could hero point if you want.
I could. I'll do a hero point.
all right. Roll away.
Shake it hard.
18.
Ooh.
18. Good.
18
Oh yeah.
total?
She's this.
No, 18 now. I don't know my.
Oh, that's enough anyway. You're
You have
good.
plus 6.
So this
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the man stops and says, "Oh my goodness! At first I thought you were faking it, like badly, but now I believe you." After your hero point, he's like, "Oh my goodness! We need to get you to the infirmary. You look terrible." He starts walking you out the door,
The
and
door in
you,
the direction I want them to walk in.
away,
Okay.
and you get another chance for a thievery pick.
All right. Let's roll higher than a 6 this time, shall we?
Let's hope.
No. No, it's another 6.
You can also use a hero point.
Oh yeah, let me use the hero point. Let me.
Okay,
Hero
hero point away.
I don't think we've used too many hero points in this adventure yet. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Natural 19. That's a 25.
Nice.
And now we don't get any more hero points.
Nice.
For the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Great. You hear that satisfying click when you pick a lock, and the door then opens up, and you go in there, and it's just as you remember. It is a mess of scrolls and papers, and then there's animal bins everywhere, kept very clean, but not particularly orderly. Great. So you go in there, and you see the crickets, and there's a little latch, and it's pretty easy to open. So you open up the latch, you grab a couple crickets, pop them in a little vial, and head out.
And he
you
locks
get out
the door
successfully.
on his way out.
Yep, it's one of those twist locks from the inside, so you can just lock it and close the door.
Perfect.
So
Easy.
easy peasy. And you guys roll on out of there, except for Corsican, who's in the infirmary.
Yeah. How do you get out of that?
We haven't even drank the beer yet, Corsican. You're still.
I know. I'm just going to take another nap or something. I don't know.
We might meet you. We might be meeting you soon, depending upon how this recipe turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's true. I do want to be part of it to a degree. So once the assistant professor has left, I'll pop back up and be like, I'm feeling quite fine now.
And he makes you go there. He kind of writes the report in for you and then leaves. So you could definitely be like, oh, I'm feeling better. I'm out of here. Da da da. And the nurse is like, oh dear, are you sure?
That must have just been gas or something. I had a big lunch.
Oh yes, gas does do that. Yes. Okay, well, let me give you something. And she goes and gets like some Pepto Bismol, Gas X, and gives you a little sample. Here's a sample. Just take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Okay, I probably won't call you, but thanks.
Text best.
And you head out and you head back and you get these crickets. When you get back to the dorm, there is something unusual posted on the front door of the dorm.
Oh.
Oh, here it is. We'll put it in the map here so you can see.
Ooh.
And you can click that in the chat. And
That was exciting.
Oh.
Ooh.
This was what we heard when we were at the Leshy Gardens.
Yep, it's 100% what the Leshies were working on.
But I didn't know it was in their home territory. That changes things a bit.
I know. Someone read that for the audio listeners.
Can Gordy do it?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Gordy will read it out loud.
Didn't know he could read.
This note. This is new from the last time we entered this place. It says, monthly sparring tournament this Saturday at the Leshy Gardens. Initiates and attendants only. All skill levels welcome. Single elimination brackets. Winner receives prize. Attendance strongly encouraged.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that you said Saturday.
Yeah, I was about to... Not to be that guy, but it's Star Day. I don't know if it's a Saturday is that you speak of.
This plane uses days differently than I'm used to.
Are you canonizing the fact that Gordy's from our world? Canon.
Oh, I dig that, actually. There's so many plant monsters in our world.
The little shop of horrors plant.
Yes. Feed me, Leroy. So, yeah, so Star Day. So Star Day is Saturday for those who don't know. And that's when it's going on. So the sparring tournament's coming up this weekend. It's only a few days away. And you guys go inside. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, remind me, I know there are people building stuff for it, kind of like sort of weird fantasy mecha sort of suits and stuff. But that's not required, right? We can just show up with whatever we have.
You show up as you, and then
Okay.
initiates and attendees are allowed to participate, and they battle the mechs. So you are eligible in this particular Star Day. It changes every month. So it's the first one in a long time, and maybe you'll find out why. But in this one, it is initiates and attendees, and you battle with these wood mechs.
And it's individuals versus individuals, not team.
That it doesn't say yet, so perhaps you'll find out. So that is on there, and you guys go inside, and Cheshire's he's like, yes, and he's smoking like a pipe with like a really long thing on the end of it. You get like a cat, perhaps another fantasy piece of work that we won't talk about.
Oh, okay.
And he is his little opium looking pipe. He's smoking that, and he is really laid back. He's like, "Oh, you guys got the crickets? I mean, the stuff."
Yes, this theft was done to get you the ingredients you needed.
Ah, yes. And none got out on the campus, right? Like these crickets, they reproduce really fast, and like you can't have them out. None got away, right?
Yeah. We're all good. No crickets got out.
Great, good. Okay, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
All right, man. Go ahead and pass me the cricket file. Yeah. Oh, he looks and says, "Oh yeah, these are gonna boil up nicely." All right. I'm gonna go work on this. I'll see y'all tonight. Let's all drink it together.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds great.
Do you need help cooking it?
Nah, I'm good. I got this. This is what I do.
All right. Have fun.
I will. He goes into his room to boil things up.
So
Day goes on.
if you're about to consume a beverage made by someone who casually does opium, is that what I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I came into this quest a little late.
Well, you don't know it's opium, but it is a opium-looking situation. Kind of like it could be a what is it called? They do in DC everywhere in the clubs.
Oh, hookah.
Hookah. Yeah, kind of a hookah style
Yeah, I
situation.
think that's the vibe we always got from Chai. Or hookah, big hookah guy.
Yeah, hookah guy. Yeah, that's what it is. Tobacco. That's all he does. So, the day goes on, and you guys can meet him that night. Is there anything you want to do during the day at all?
No, knowing we're going to be sparring soon, and that Otu is a sorcerer, I know this is entirely feeble, but he does a couple reps of bicep curls just to kind of like buff up for the eventual encounter, knowing that it's like trying to do 30 crunches before you hop on a scale or something.
Gotta get those biceps looking good.
Look good while failing.
1,000%.
I mean,
so
Klaus would be interested in like trying to gather more information about like past tournaments. If that's cool.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I can tell you, if you're heading over to the Leshy Fields, they have locked up everything pretty good.
Okay.
So not any real good way to get info over there. You could try talking to the Leshies.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine Klaus is really just looking for. I mean, even rumor mill at this point is like just more information about the tournament.
Yeah, like talking to
And like its
students that may have been here for a little bit longer than we have, just to see what has gone down previously.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, talking to your students, there are some things you find out. So, well, you know a couple things. So you know that there is a teacher that's back from abroad. Teacher Mafika Ayuwari. He is half. Says he's human, but he looks half elf to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know that he is back and that he has initiated this tournament. Even though he's a magic user, he believes that everyone should be ready at all times for a fight, for a physical fight. So This is why he implemented this, to make sure that they have continuous sparring, essentially, for students. So you can get in, try it out safely with non-lethal damage, and really try some levels that are a little higher than they're used to taking on. Because it's the first one, this is why he put it around initiates and attendees. You do know there are 3 battles, and each one gets harder and harder. And there's usually some sort of teams, which I'm sure you'll get rules when you get there, so you can set up teams, and more than one person fights at a time, typically, unless someone's a particular badass.
So Gordy's going by themselves.
100%.
Yeah.
I was hoping to check the tunnels to see if there's any tunnels that could get me out into the garden so I could kind of get a look-see.
Ah, yes. So tunnels into the garden. So I will say you haven't found any tunnels in the gardens. You could roll. Let me give you a search check is what I'm looking for. Is there something like
Perception?
that? Perception, I guess.
Perception,
Still, yeah,
yeah.
everything's under perception here. Yeah. Can we give me a perception check? I'm just gonna let you roll it.
15.
15. Okay, yeah, no, I haven't found anything in that area. You know, it's mostly grass over there, so maybe that's why. Maybe there's not a whole lot of outlets into that area. It's undeveloped, but there might be something. Maybe you could keep looking as it goes. So,
Oh, that's probably why Klaus's friend wanted to get into the sky.
Now we know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Hybrim owes you something for the boost up. I mean, could we check to see if he's back by now?
Oh yeah, is
Wait, he is
Hybrim
back.
still alive?
he's back. He looks like a guy who just jumped off a cliff. He's like, yeah, guys. Whew, yeah, that was good. Oh man, I had a great time. I was so pumped. I was so excited. Oh, I went almost to the edge of the city. It was awesome.
Only almost. It seemed like you were solidly going to go past.
I thought so too, but the wind was not in my favor.
Well, there's always next time. If you need someone to help you, I'm right here. You know where to find me.
Excellent.
On the trip back, did you happen to stop anywhere or gather any supplies that might be useful for us for this big sparring match ahead?
Yeah, what do you know
Oh,
about...
you mean Stardate? Oh man, I am pumped about Stardate. You guys going? I'm definitely competing.
Oh, by yourself, or do you have a team?
We have a team. It's gonna be me, Essie, and Mariama.
Oh,
You know, Essie and I, every morning we get together and we work out. We get our morning going.
I feel like Klaus was invited earlier in an episode, so you
Hey,
definitely...
you've been to it. You've been to
Yeah.
it a couple times.
Yeah, of course. I didn't know you guys were forming a team. Why didn't you invite me? And then looks at his Conrad's like, never mind. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, you are pretty advanced for initiate, but we're attendees and we don't want to.
Oh.
We don't want you to get hurt.
Oh, so what you're saying is it's on. Well, all right then.
Oh, it's on. It's on.
What are you?
But I'm gonna win, so I wouldn't even bother. You might just want to stay behind. Actually, you can just watch us play.
As younger initiates here, we're just kind of curious, kind of what you guys are doing to preparing. I mean, help us out. I'm appealing to you as a as a relatable and
Yeah, well, we-
attractive member of the class here.
Yeah, I mean, we're spar every morning, and then Essie doesn't believe in this, but I go down to this big tree. It's like a sequoia sized, and I do 300 punches every day. Punch a tree because we're gonna be fighting these big wood mechs, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you get used to punching wood,
That makes so much sense. I can't believe you never told me that during our sparring times.
right? That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm glad you guys are coming in. You guys will enjoy. I mean, it'll be fun for you guys to get the experience. But we're getting the prize, just so you know.
Oh, what is the prize? Did they announce it?
Did they announce it? Let me look in my book.
All right.
So
Fair
I'm
enough.
like, while he's looking that up, I'm thinking about like how we can break down some wood, and I'm like, maybe I can light my my sword on fire. Sword,
Ooh,
rapier.
flaming sword.
Yes.
Light it on fire. Light the sword on fire.
Yeah, I'll burn down the whole garden if I have to.
Scorched earth. All right, that's quite the tactic.
You're headed to the Leshy Gardens, or where? I
Oh,
think
no,
we're
no.
going.
I'm just thinking about that. I'm going to light my sword on fire somehow so that I can.
If I had
Ooh, against the wood.
If I had
creatures. Okay.
glasses, I'd push them up in my my nostrils here and be like, "You need something thicker, like an axe."
You know,
That's what the
so
fire.
the Leshies.
Yeah, we can
Let's
go
just
shopping
talk
later,
your head.
maybe.
oh yeah, you see what you can find. Oh, I don't know what's going to be, so they're constructs, right? So they all have different weaknesses. I don't know what the weaknesses are going to be, but fire is probably a good guess. I'll tell you, I don't know if you guys are going doing this, but we're going to go talk to the Leshies the day of. Talking to Leshy is like, it's like talking to somebody with ADD. They're all over the place. You can't keep on track. But I feel like the day of Star Day, they're going to be all about their constructs, and they're gossipy. So I think we can get some info from them. Day of. That's my plan anyway.
That's a good plan.
Can we send Gordy in?
Yeah,
I don't know if
he
Gordy
might,
could handle ADD.
I mean, he might be able to relate a little bit to them. I mean, he's not a Leshy, but yeah, I mean, he might be able to find some stuff out.
Yeah, we pushed him to do a lot of things that he hasn't wanted to do today, so, only if he wants to.
He's our iRobot of the group.
This is what you wish. Happy to know.
We appreciate it, Gordy.
Over
Yeah,
there. Over there.
Great.
Maybe same day when we have access. Oh wait, the Leshies are out and about. Yes.
Yeah, no, they've been very secretive up right now. The week's up. They're finishing their constructs. Okay.
So trying to find them and have Gordy talk to them is not really an option right now.
Yeah, probably not before the day of. Yeah.
So having sparred with at least 2 of the members of that team, Hybrim and Essie, do I have like a general sense perhaps of like their CR?
Sure. Yeah. That is fair. Let me grab it for you.
Stat block in the chat.
Stat block in the chat. So Hybrim, so of course he's a dwarf, and he's part of the Rain Scribes, and he is. You don't know so much about what level he is, but you do know he is a daredevil.
Okay. And like general fighting style, he mentioned in conversation that he's a puncher. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
fisticuffs.
He is fisticuffs mostly, and kind of monk style. All right, so and he's totally into recreational combat in general, hang gliding.
I feel like I would have been hanging out with Hybrim a lot.
He's a bit
more.
Yeah, it's a lot of fist fighting for him. Yep, is what he is into. Essie, on the other hand, is more into hand-to-hand combat with weapons. So she uses like a bow type of thing.
Uses a bow type of thing, like bow and arrow.
Donatello.
So yeah, like Donatello, but with
a
has
bow staff.
like points
Okay.
on the side. And she does a lot of sports in general. So she's probably multiversed with different weapons, but that is what she tends to roll with when you see her. It's kind of like the American Gladiators with the big things on the side, but smaller than the big things. Yeah,
All right.
is what she usually jousts with. So yeah, little Donatello style.
Can we bring anything we want, or is there a limit on how many things we can bring, or tools?
No, yeah, bring anything you want.
Nice.
It's just non-lethal combat. That's the only.
Well, for you guys, it might not be. So it's non-lethal for the mechs, for the constructs.
Because they
that
can
mean?
use fireball regularly.
Means that they won't kill you permanently. So most importantly, and there'll be some rules that you find out day of course, that you might not be able to prepare for. They leave some of the things up for grabs.
Sweet.
And Cheshire comes out and he says, "Oh, guys, y'all, people, everyone, I got something. I got something real special. For you guys. Look at this." And he's made like 12 bottles of this stuff. He's like, "I even bottled it. Look, I made a label." And
101 days. This is very impressive. Fermentation
And,
usually takes like weeks.
this is a magical place. So
Did you just use some Marvel
the-
Studios?
you got to.
Yeah.
Label has a cricket, but the cricket has one big giant frog leg, and then it's a cricket. And that's it. He's like, I don't know. It made sense to me when I did it. But now I'm looking at it, I don't know if it's the right label. But that's what it is. So, you guys ready?
Yeah.
This has extra hops in it.
Because of the crickets. I get it. That's so funny.
You're gonna feel a lot lighter real soon.
Do we need to like have a safe space and drink this in a very controlled environment? All
He
right.
puts it out to you.
The
all right.
star day is in a few days, right? Like a couple days.
Cheers. Yeah, like 3 days
Okay.
away.
Okay, so
I'm
One-
only gonna have a little sip though, because I need to go home and take care of my son. So, just a little sip.
Well, you did the most work. You should have one. Just have one.
No, just a sip. Just a sip. I gotta be
fun
you know,
big sip.
No, I gotta be a responsible parent. But I will have a sip.
I mean,
that's fine.
can't Gordy help you with that?
Well,
So I don't mean to assume Gordy.
yeah. I mean, I'm the dad, so I got stuff I gotta do.
It's fair.
You'll understand one day.
Maybe.
I'm gonna do a sleight of hand roll. I do not plan on taking any cleared drugs before this competition on Star Day. So
All right. Let me roll that for you.
Oh,
I'm gonna let you do it. It'll be more fun because it's not.
O2
You'll know pretty
O2
quickly.
would like to do a diplomacy roll and see if he can kind of convince Corsican to give him his stash.
well, so the thing is, if I pass my stealth, you're not gonna know that I'm not drinking it.
It's true.
So I'm saving it.
Unofficial,
So
right?
I got a 19.
And you pass.
Oh,
Modified?
yeah, okay.
or natty.
Oh, man, modified.
That
Modified. Does that beat all your perceptions?
yeah,
I think it does.
beats all of our perception DCs.
Yeah, no one seems to notice.
Nice. I pocket it once I pretend to, like if it's in
You-
a vial, I put my thumb on it and then
You
like
put a cup
take it down.
in your pocket.
It's in a vial, I thought. No.
It's in a bottle.
Oh well, yeah. I'll just pretend to drink from it, pop it. Yeah, you guys.
All right.
Oh,
So-
you're saving the bottle as like a memorable.
Memento.
Oh yeah, that is wonderful. And Klaus isn't even trying to hide. Like, oh yeah, takes a swig.
So Klaus and Otoa drink it, and Cheshire is like, okay, now check this out. And he starts moving up and down. Okay, now try jump a little bit.
All right, Klaus will try to jump a little bit.
You both jump and you fly right straight up, bah! And you hit the ceiling. And you come back down.
was too high.
And you and you land on your feet, and you realize, this is giving you some sort of insane jumping ability. He's like, yeah, it's cool, right?
This is super cool.
And you're able to jump like 30 feet in any direction. So you can jump, you start jumping all around the dorm, the campus. But yeah, you have full jumping abilities.
And this is both of them, right?
Hey, this is both of them. And he's like, yeah,
Corsican, why don't you jump too? This is so fun.
I'm kind of tired. Maybe I got a bad batch or something. I'm not sure, man.
Oh, are you sure?
Is jumping
This is my first
jumping
time.
for us so fast and so easy that, dare I say, it doesn't even use an action during combat?
It would be one action. So this is essentially, and he gives you the rest of these. There's about 6 more of them, and they are potions of leaping. Is what he had essentially made in a roundabout way. And for 1 minute after you drink this fizzy potion, whenever you leap, you gain the effect of the first level jump spell.
That's actually huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically you just get to jump 30 feet wherever you want.
But I think I have like cat ball or something, so I could just hang out in the air for a little longer if I wanted to.
It's not technically what Catfall does, but
So I can kind of jump up on the Z-axis, if you will, and then these leshies that are looking to spar us melee style can't get at this goodness.
So it's like Horizon Zero Dawn, and we have to climb to the top to get to the blinking light portion of the monster, so we can attack it. We will have to jump up all the way to the top.
So-
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
this is.
so my shitty acrobatics that helps that instead.
No, well, you can jump 30 feet in any direction without touching the ground. You have to land on a space of solid ground within 30 feet of you, or else you fall after using your next action.
But with
So, pretty
Catfall,
badass.
you take less damage.
yeah, that's the part where Catfall comes in. Is where
Yeah.
you land,
Yeah.
you don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Or at least not as hurt.
Cool.
All right. Yes, good evening. You get messed up on the stuff.
Probably.
I'm just gonna see how you guys turn out tomorrow before.
Does it put levels of exhaustion? Is that a thing?
But what we will do is let a few days pass if you're ready. I'm sorry, did you have something else? So so you guys head to Star Day.
Yeah.
Chopped.
Oh wait.
So you guys wait a few days. We'll work on your ant later. You guys head to Star Day. Yeah, it's great. It is packed, and everybody's ready to go. There's little stands watching the fights. You can see here on the campus homepage, it is over on number. I'm on 96% loading. Number 15, so it's kind of an opening. Number 16 is where all the leshies were, and right above it is there's a clearing, and that is where the tournament's going to have. And yeah, it's cracking, and it looks like people are volunteering as they go, and there's some rules involved, and you see your first mech leshy out there. Is this little leshy in this big giant mech with a giant shield as tall as it is. So fucking cool. But you get to see it next time. Next week.
I am so excited for this fight.
Me too.
Get to stretch the legs a little bit. To work pretty hard. Yeah.
I don't know why it took me this long to also realize it, but have you guys noticed that Nantambu's structured the same way as Atlantis supposedly was? In the circles and the water. Anyway. But yeah, no, I'm super excited about this combat that's going on.
Conspiracy
Yeah.
theories.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.